but happy Friday.
SGT, it's Female Founder Friday, and you're a female founder.
Oh, that's so exciting. Happy Female Founder Friday to everyone. So hi, y'all. I am Sarah Gibson-Tuttle. I'm the founder and CEO of Olive in June. And we are kind of taking over Hello Sunshine today to teach you how to get a salon perfect manicure at home. So very excited. And I'm seeing some of the comments come through of y'all basically being like, I've tried your polishes, and so it's really exciting. If you don't know of Olive in June, I'll give you a quick recap. So Olive in June started off in LA, and we have 3 salons in Los Angeles, and we created a at-home nail line so that you could get everything. You could get a salon perfect manicure at home because we knew how happy that makes people. And so we're so excited to teach you how to get a mani today. So we'll be going through all of the steps. Liv, do you want to just show the studio box and what it has in it so that we're showing everyone what is in the studio box?
Yes. Well, do you want to hold up the box and I can show them the specific tools?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Liv is always on top of it. Y'all, Liv is our director of content.
What's up, guys?
She's fantastic. This is our summer studio box. It's limited edition. And in fact, we're having a sale right now, a surprise summer sale, because we feel like 2020 has been so 2020 that we decided to have a summer sale, 20% off. Just cause like, why not? We all need like gorgeous nails, don't we?
A little sunshine, if you will.
A little sunshine. Hello, sunshine. In addition, we, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. In addition, our polish. Okay, so I'll go through the box. I won't get distracted. This is our studio box. It has everything you need to get a salon perfect manicure at home. And in that studio box, we have a file. So the same file that we use in salon. It's got two grits on it, so you can both do your mani and your pedi, and also any gel removal. We have a buffer, which really helps prep the nail plate. We'll go through all these steps after. And we have the poppy. Oh, the clippers. The poppy. The poppy, which you pop on the top of any nail polish bottle, so you can paint with your right and your left hand equally. It makes it so much easier to paint your nails. We have the clippers, which we made these clippers. They're straight edge. We used to use pedicure clippers a ton, and then because they have that straight edge, you can get every nail shape you want. And so we basically created a little mini version of it so you could have it for your manis. And then we have the remover pot, which is this genius device. Just get ready for this. You dip your finger in and the polish comes off. It's crazy. And it's acetone free. And then we have our polishes. So our polishes are not gel, but they are gel-like. They are long-lasting polishes. So it's color plus top coat. And so your color has base coat in it, and then it's formulated with the top coat to give you your longest lasting manicure with polish ever. That's our goal. And so really what we work towards is to make sure, like, if you're getting 5 or 6 days out of your polish, you get 7 or 8. If you get 3 days, you get 5 days. You know, really making sure your polish lasts as long as possible. And then last but certainly not least is our Cuticle Serum, which is in our studio box. And our Cuticle Serum won Allure Best of Beauties award this year. It is different than a typical cuticle oil, because our Cuticle Serum is basically water-based, and the idea behind it was that you could literally hydrate your cuticles and the sides of your nails without getting it all over your mani, without having it leak, without having it be greasy. And the Cuticle Serum is a lot of people's favorite. You can see the comments, a lot of people's favorite product. So this is the studio box. There's 3 different versions. You can get the toolbox, which is $42, although everything is 20% off. So everything is less. So like $34 you can get this for right now with this toolbox, everything you need, no polish. And then our studio box is $50 normally, but now it's $40, which gives you 1 polish. And then our everything box, which is, oh, we forgot the cleanup brush. How did I forget the cleanup brush? That cleanup brush will literally will make you have this perfect line right by your cuticle, and clean up any sort of polish around the skin. How could I forget her? What's wrong with me? Okay, and then the everything box, which has 8 shades, normally retails for $80. It has 6 shades plus a top coat plus all of our tools. It normally retails for $80. Then it's $16 off right now. And then our Into You box, which has all of our summer shades. Do we have all of our summer shades, Liv, to show everyone? Or
we are painting with a few of our summer shades. Well, we're painting with, in honor of Hello Sunshine, we're painting with yellow.
Yay!
And speaking of sunshine, we have their special code just for them.
We do?
Yeah, it's sunshine.
So cool. So if you use the code sunshine, you'll get 20% off. And then we can tell you how much we love you. I am literally getting all of the colors of our summer out for you. So you have it. Do you have them all, Liv? Who's going to get them faster? Who's going to get them faster, y'all? Oh, she's hurrying. She's hustling. Oh my goodness, I have mine. They're just falling.
It's so hard to get them all to fit in one frame.
Guys, don't worry. I got it. Oh, crap.
I'm trying to make them all fit.
Did it.
Oh man, I lost.
So these are all of our summer shades. Again, all of this is 20% off this weekend. So excited to be taking over. Okay, so Hello Sunshine fam. We are going to, and someone just asked, when does the polish expire or go bad? So once you open it, polish usually only lasts a year. So you have time. So stock up is the answer.
That is the answer. Yeah. And if you don't open it, it like doesn't count.
Right. Because when air hits polish, that's when it starts to cure it and starts to make it goopy. So as long as you don't open the bottle, you should be good.
All right, guys. Shall we get into it?
Let's do it. Let's get into this mani.
Okay, so for purposes of the magic of the movies, we are doing one hand. So just use your imagination that we're doing both hands, or else we'd be with you guys all day, because trust us, we could talk y'all's ears off. So we begin this mani the way we do all of our manis at Olive & June, which is with shaping. So we're going to grab those flat edge clippers that come in your studio box, and we are going to just give our nails a quick shape. Now, the Olive & June shaping philosophy is really unique. We believe in letting your clipper do most of the work. We believe in what we call the 90-10 rule, which is we let the clipper do 90% of the work, and then we let our file do the last 10% of the work. The reason for that is shaping your nails in general can be tricky. And so we want to give you every opportunity to have as easy of a time with it as possible. So when you shape with your clipper doing most of the work, it is way easier. So you just want to let your clipper do all that big heavy lifting, and then you're going to go in with our file and just clean up that last 10%. You're just smoothing what you kind of already sort of established with the clipper. And I am currently cutting into a round shape, which is my favorite shape. I think it kind of elongates the look of my nails. Plus, I wear a lot of chunky sweaters. So it's just, you don't have to get your sharp square edges stuck on my chunky sweaters. But whatever shape you love is the shape we love the best on you. So
yeah, and just to be clear, we shape with polish on. So this is like your old mani. It's probably a little chipped, like this chip. I did this yesterday, y'all. I just was like, oh, let me see what that color looks like. This is Bolton Unshaken. But we clip and shape with our polish on, because the whites of your nails can sometimes be a little bit like deceiving, right? Like some are different lengths, some are different, start at different points. And so it's really important to shape with your polish on so you don't get distracted. And so you know what it's going to look like for the final result. So we shape with our polish on. We cut 90% and file 10%. That was a manicurist suggestion when I was first learning how to do my nails at home. And like, I took a year off of salon manicures, of our Olive & June salon manicures, to learn to paint my nails. And one of the manicurists said, well, shape with your polish on, because that's so much easier and you won't get distracted. But also cut most of it, because if you are filing a lot, like it's really challenging. It's kind of like next level. It's manicurist level. And we are all not licensed manicurists. And so, you know, I think it's so much easier to cut most of it and then just file just the last little bit.
Yeah. And so I guess she was saying, even if your polish is a little bit chipped, like this is a very old mani, you get that final picture better. You're not distracted by what your nails look like. And when we're doing shaping, we're using this side of our file. The ampersand side is the softer grit. The other side, the all of your mani side, is that tougher grit that you'll use if you are doing a pedicure or if you're taking that gel off. So remember to do the softer grit side, because then you are less likely to accidentally file off too much of your nail. This is the gentler side. This is going to be your go-to mani side.
And that's shaping. That's how you shape. And don't forget, like, so Liv and I both have pretty rounded nails, but the reason why we made the straight edge clipper is so that literally you can create any shape that you want. You could do square, you can do squoval, which is square with rounded edges. You could do round, you could do oval, you could do coffin. You could do anything with our nail clipper because it literally is flat edge. So then we move into the prep step, and this is going to become your best friend. Well, there's lots of besties in the studio box, but this polish remover is awesome.
I feel like the nail polish remover pot is like the secret MVP of the studio box, because she does so much that helps your manicure look beautiful. She is like the friend who talks you down when you're feeling really anxious if you made a mistake. She's like, no worries. She's so chill, but she works so hard. She's like, we like personify all of our tools.
We really do. And so Liv is taking off the polish, and now she will talk through the cuticles, which is like a really important step, and something that for hands, if you are not a licensed manicurist, we do not suggest you cut your cuticles. Liv's nails are a little yellow because she's been doing a lot of color changes recently. Fun fact about your nails capture literally 98% plus of what you put on your nails. So basically it protects your body, but that means that sometimes your nails get a little discolored if you don't use a base coat. So our polish doesn't need a base coat, but if you are starting to get like some staining, etc., you can always use one of our shears as a base coat to protect against the color dyeing your nails, if that bothers you.
And yeah, I paint my nails like 7 times a day and test all kinds of funky things. So I'm like the office guinea pig. Alrighty, and like we were saying, the whites of your nails are uneven, so that's why we shape with the polish on, because look, sometimes it grows at an angle down here. So if you follow just the general shape with polish on, you're going to get a better end result. So
yeah,
on to the cuticle step. I just took all my polish off with the nail polish remover pot. It is so easy. You just stick your fingers in, wiggle them around, and the polish comes right off. It's an acetone-free formula, so it's super gentle. You don't get that like dried out skin around your nails, which we know is such a pain. And now we're moving on to cuticles. At Olive and June, we believe that unless you are a licensed manicurist, you should not cut your own cuticles at home. So what we think is the best way to do it is to take your cutie thumbnail on your other hand and just gently push back that dead, sticky cuticle skin at the base of your nail. We do not make a cuticle pusher in our manicure kit because everybody's got a nail to push back, so no worries there. Plus, it's much gentler than using a glass or metal tool. If you're using a glass or metal tool, you can really hurt yourself, which can also lead to infection. So that's why we don't make a specific nail manicure cuticle pusher, but you're just using your thumb and pushing it back, and you'll see that skin starts to collect at the base of your nail. That's exactly what you want to see. And we do this, and trust us when we tell you, if you consistently push your cuticles back and you do not cut them, they eventually will fall into place. SGT is living proof. She is someone who you had what, a weekly manicure appointment every 2 weeks? You were getting gels, you were cutting your cuticles consistently, and now they are quite literally perfection.
Yeah, if you don't cut your cuticles, truly you train them to go into place. You have to hydrate them. You can't pick them. You can't bite them. You push them back with your thumbnail. That's your tool. You do it in the shower or the bath once a week. You buff whatever is like puffy. You clip whatever's hanging, and then you hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Literally, your cuticles will fall into place. I am living proof that after I probably had gel manis every day for 5 years, or every day, every 2 weeks for 5
I got a
years.
gel mani every day.
You Guys, every day, every 2 weeks for 5 years. And I always cut because my cuticles were I just cut. I was a cutter. And truly it's been life-changing to see the pushback and buffing and cuticle serum, what that will do for your nails. And also it's just like, the thing about the Studio Box and all of our Olive and June products is we don't create products to sell to you. We try to create real systems and real products that really change the game versus anything extra that you would just like need to buy. So you'll never see us make something if we don't truly believe in it. And that's the deal. That's how we feel about nails. And I would say that we're working on a pedicure box right now, and pedicure cuticles your feet cuticles are different than your nail cuticles. So we're definitely trying to figure out how to navigate. Do we need something that's like a pusher or something for your toes? And so it's really specific to what you're doing versus like, I think in the past, a lot of nail products have been, what does the manicurist need? And let's just put that on the shelf for the consumer. Whereas here, we are really trying to figure out what would make this easier for you. And we have the perspective of having salons to know, like, this is what manicurists do, and this is what at home should look like. And so it's a really great perspective.
Totally.
And just the difference between cuticle oil and serum. Serum is water-based. It's super hydrating. It's non-greasy, and it comes in a really, really cool component that's super travel-friendly. And so right now, there she is. Right now, Liv is buffing, which is super important part of the prep step.
Yes. So we are using our super gentle buffer, which comes, of course, in your Studio Box. So no more needing to like walk through the drugstore and figure out like, what kind of buffer do I need? What kind of grit do I need? This is the exact same buffer we use in our salon. So you know that it's good. It's been vetted by manicurists and at-home people like us. And it's really gentle, so you don't have to worry about doing any real damage to your nails. And the thing we love the buffer for is, of course, to buff out any ridges or any peels that you might get, which are a total pain. But the buffer also acts like a magic eraser on your cuticles. So remember, we used our thumb to gently push back that skin. And you're not doing any real damage with your thumb because it's your thumb, so you know just how hard you're pushing. Then you're going to grab that buffer, position the corner of the buffer into that little nook and cranny at the base of your nail, and use it and think of it like you're just gently erasing that dead skin that you've pushed back. And this makes cutting your cuticles basically unnecessary. You're just sort of buffing them away and they just disappear versus needing to cut them and open up yourself to sad infections, which nobody wants.
And when you start doing this method of not cutting your cuticles, it will take a little bit of time. They'll be a little bit crazy for a while. And then they will finally start to calm down and you'll be like, I'm never going back. So I also think like at our salon, a lot of our manicurists don't like cutting cuticles. They prefer pushing back. So it's really been a philosophy that we've had in salon for a long time, and we're excited to bring it home. Unless you are a licensed manicurist, if you do not know what you're doing, you can really hurt yourself cutting your cuticles. So if you are cutting, please be very careful.
All right.
Less is more.
Totally. Yeah, it's like one day if a switch gets flipped and your cuticles are like, oh, I get it. I'm not supposed to do that anymore. And then they just behave.
Totally. And now here's the most important step of prep. Okay. All right. You've done your manicure. Your manicure is done, you guys. It's painting time.
It is painting time.
Do not wash your hands. Do not put cuticle serum on. Literally dunk your fingers into this polish remover pot and then don't touch anything else. Don't touch your hair. Don't fix anything. Don't touch a towel that you have there. Don't touch your clothes. Don't touch anything, because oil or water in your nail plate will cause, like, your nail plate needs to be dehydrated in order for polish to like fully stick. And so if you have any sort of oil there, your polish will literally flake off. If you have water, by the time it evaporates out of your nail plate, literally your polish will chip off.
Just say no to hand washing right now.
And also, we also heard that foam sanitizer is also peeling off gels.
Ooh, unsubscribe from that, my friends. Yeah, it can be super tempting after you've buffed and filed to want to wash your hands because they feel dusty. Don't do it. This remover pot, who can do everything, will take that sort of dust and debris off and leave you with that perfectly prepped canvas for painting.
Yeah, and any hangnails that you have, obviously people are getting a lot of hangnails lately because of washing, etc. just clip them with your little clipper, with your straight edge clipper, and then hydrate. Cuticle Serum 2, 3, 4 times a day until your nails really get into, and nails and hands really get into a good groove. And the less you pick at your hangnails, the more you just clip them and hydrate them, the less there will be hangnails. So
true. It's a happy circle.
All right, here we go. Painting time.
All right, guys. In honor of our friends at Hello Sunshine, we are painting with the sunniest color we know, which is Bright and Focus. This is new from our summer collection in collaboration with Nabella Noor and her amazing community Ziba. This is a deliciously sunny lemon chiffon, yummy, bright color, just like Hello Sunshine. And we are going to be painting with our limited edition Lilac Ziba Poppy, which can only be purchased in the studio box, which y'all can get for 20% off with code Sunshine. What up?
Code Sunshine all weekend, 20% off, Olive and June.
Just for y'all, just for y'all. Okay, so when you get your poppy and your polish in the mail, some people will try to make this fit and it doesn't fit. The secret to Olive and June polishes is we have a cute little overcap, which you will pop off just like so. And that's where the poppy fits on top. Poppy is a patented nail polish handle. It is a universal polish bottle handle invented by this lady right here, Female Founder Friday. It is silicone, it is squishy, it doubles as an amazing stress reliever, and it basically makes painting with your non-dominant hand a breeze. One of the trickiest things for painting your own nails at home is that, like, you know, one hand looks perfect and the other hand looks like a toddler did it, or you did it with your eyes closed, and Poppy makes that a thing of the past. It's so much more comfortable, of course, but it really like creates that balance so that you can paint with confidence and you can feel good about painting instead of being panicked and shaky.
Yes, this has been an anxiety inducing day, so I will be just squeezing my Poppy for the rest of this live.
Yeah, and that's a good reason too to shop the sale so you can have two and you get one for each hand. Like, the reasons to love Poppy are truly endless.
It's the same like materials like your iPhone case, so it's like so soft and great.
Alrighty, so now the moment we've been waiting for is painting time. So Olive and June, every single step of the way, has created products to make it easier for you as an at-home gal or guy to get a perfect mani at home. So even our brush was custom constructed to make it easier to paint your nails. We all know we've gotten polish from the drugstore. You open it up and the brush is like 4 strands of hair and you're like, how am I supposed to paint with this? I have no idea. Someone help. This is a wide fan-shaped brush with a round tip that mimics the bottom of the shape of your nails, so it makes it easy to paint a perfect line without trying to like get paint on like half your arm, half your face, your toes, etc.
Stands out, does the work for you.
Yeah, we're like, you take the credit for the salon quality manicure, we'll do the hard work for you. All right, so we take the brush, and what we want to do is line up that flat, wide side of the brush with the flat side of Poppy. So the way we do that is I find the flat side, I put it back in the polish bottle, and then I line up Poppy just like so. And this is more than enough distance into the Poppy. Sometimes you guys get too excited and you push a little too hard. This is all you need for Poppy. And the way we start painting is we put our hand down flat on the table wherever we're painting on our fun placemat.
Full arm if you're new to painting, full arm. And if you are new to painting, this is a more intermediate shade. Definitely get one of our shears, which also doubles as a good base coat. EC, CCT, BEB. Like, you can look at our shears on our website. All of our polishes are named after women in the Olive and June community with their initials. But try a shear first if you're a beginner, because it is really daunting, like really, really daunting when you're painting with a hard color and it's not going well the first time. So you want to make sure you're like learning to paint in an easy way.
Totally. And all those shades are listed on our website in case it's like a little cheat sheet. All right, so to start painting, what we do is we lift the brush out of the bottle, and then I like to drag one side of the brush against the side of the bottle so that the back of the brush is sort of loaded up with the polish I want, and this side's clear. And then we are going to show you that magic fan brush in action. So a lot of people, when they start painting their nails, is like, when I go to the salon, it looks perfect, and they get so close to my cuticle, and then they put their brush down, and then they get polish like up here on their hand. Here's a little trick from us. Take your loaded up polish brush, place it literally in the center of your nail, and then when you press down, you see that that brush fans out. All those bristles get nice and wide. Push down towards the base of your nail and then pull back down.
Yeah, you're basically putting it in the middle and kind of pushing it back towards the cuticle and then sliding forward. Slide forward. You can even leave a little bit of space in the beginning between your cuticle and where your polish starts. When you're first starting, don't try to get your entire nail. Don't try to cover your entire nail. It's too hard. Leave space. Just learn. First of all, from the Zoom call that you're doing, it'll look perfect. And second of all, you want to get comfortable with the polish, comfortable with how to work with it. Our polish self-settles, so it really will even out on its own. But the first coat is always streaky. Always, always, always. If the first coat is not streaky, you've put on too much polish.
See how streaky that is? Delicious. We love to see it.
Thin coats are everything. Thin coats forever. Ride or die thin coats.
And this amount of polish that I load up on my brush is a good place to start. Some people have wider nails. Some people have more narrow nails. Use that as a jumping off point and then decide if you need more or less. For example, I have super wide thumbs, so sometimes I need to give myself like a second dip. With my pinky, it's super narrow, so that is a little bit too much polish. So just feel it out and get a sense of what's your golf course analogy where you...
Like, you painting your nails, you get really, really comfortable painting your nails. Like, it's a golf analogy, although I don't play golf, so I don't really know. But, like, when you know how to play the same golf course, I know people that play golf. So when you play the same golf course, it's the same course over and over, and so you, like, know the turns. It's very similar here where you're painting your nails. Like, it's like doing eyeliner even. Like, once you learn how to do eyeliner, you, like, know the shape of your eye. It's the same thing here where, like, you know the shape of your nails after doing them a few times, and then it becomes much, much easier. So never be hard on yourself the first few manicures. It is always, the first few manicures are always mildly atrocious. And then like, you figure it out. Yeah, as Jenny just said, one of our Olive and June faves just said, it's muscle memory, which I think is really, really true. Someone else just asked, I can't get my poppy on just right. I can't see how much. Okay. So for the deal with the poppy is line up the flat side of the brush with the ampersand side, so the flat side of the poppy. And then that way it's fully lined up. And once you could, what you can also do is when you take the little inner cap out, you can always just mark a little line on the top of your inner cap if you want to basically make sure you hit the same spot every time. And then I can't see how much polish is on the brush because it's facing away from me. So great question. Because we do pull the polish towards us so that we can immediately start painting, right? So you, like, pull it out of the bottle. You kind of, like, you take my side off of the polish off the brush, and then you're painting right away. I would take a look at it. You can kind of just, like, pick it up like this and take a look at it. You will get really comfortable once you've done it a few times of, like, up, out. Okay, and I know Liv doesn't really take anything off, but I take off a bunch because I have narrow nail and smaller nails than she does. So you learn pretty quickly how much polish. And you should be doing thin coats. So thin coats means first coat is streaky. Second coat, if it's streaky with a thin coat, you're doing a third thin coat. That's okay because polish actually adheres to each other really well. So thin coat on thin coat on thin coat. Literally, as long as you let them dry. We're not letting them dry right now because we're just going through the tutorial so that you don't have to watch forever and wait 5 to 10 minutes, but wait 5 or 10 minutes in between each coat, and then they'll dry really quickly, and you can keep going. Yeah, we're just doing one hand today to save time. Someone just said, I don't do polish a lot, but I had a really easy time applying your polishes. They're super easy to work with for someone who doesn't keep their nails. Yay! But practice really does make perfect. It really, really, really does.
All right, so I can show you guys up close on my thumb one more time. And thumbs are tricky. I sometimes rest my thumb against my hand, or you can put it on a flat surface like the remover pot or your studio box. But look how streaky my first coat is, and that's totally cool.
So streaky.
And I'm really letting that brush do all of the work for me. And because I have wide thumbs, I go for a second dip to finish the whole nail plate, and that's a-okay.
Yeah, something that I really enjoy. I either listen to a book on tape or an audiobook, or I watch a TV show I don't really have to pay attention to, or I FaceTime one of my besties, Jill, if you're on, hi. And that's how I wait. Like I wait in between, and I'm just kind of like this. I don't know if this even helps or anything, but I just kind of like hang out, and then I'm talking to her, and then I'm like painting. Just makes the painting experience so much better for me. And also it lasts so much longer because you're able to like really let it dry, so you don't get those bubbles and you don't get chipping. Because like if you have wet polish on wet polish on wet polish, that polish is just going to chip. You really do need to let it dry in between coats.
Easy peasy, guys.
Easy peas.
Yeah, letting each coat dry as much as possible is going to be the key, and then it'll like miraculously dry faster too when you're on the other side.
Totally. And when you're on our website shopping our 20% off sale with code Sunshine, look at the Manny Bootcamp page, because that page has your studio box or your everything box, and all the colors are listed by the degree of difficulty of which it is to paint. So beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And that way you can pick shades based on where you are in your journey. If you're brand new, we suggest doing 2 or 3 beginner, 2 or 3 intermediate, and 1 advanced. And if you're more advanced and you've been painting for a long time, you can skip beginner if you want, although it has all the shears, which are really good as base coats.
How fun is this bright yellow for summer? Oh, delish.
And someone just said, how do you hold the poppy? Like this way or this way? It was made by an industrial designer for you to hold it kind of like a fork or a pen, like this, with the flat side right here, so that you're painting like this. But we have people in our community who are like, this is the way, like you paint like this. This is so easy. So really whatever way you feel comfortable is good for us.
Yeah, we let you do whatever you want, really. We'll tell you, as long as you don't wash your hands, you pretty much are safe to do whatever feels good to you before you paint. Alrighty.
No washing your hands. No cuticle serum before you paint.
And one of the things that I love about Olive and June is that you can see the touches of salon in every tool that is created. The cleanup brush being one of the more obvious ones. In salon, our amazing manicurists use eyeliner brushes to get that perfect line and to really clean up any mistakes and give you that really crisp finish. And so true to SGT form, she created the very first consumer cleanup brush. So this magic little brush will help you, of course, fix any mistakes, but also really help you take that mani to the next level. And you can use it, go slow, clean up the base, get that really beautiful round line at the base of your nail. This will take you from at-home situation to what salon did you go to?
Yeah, and someone just asked, the Ziba box, the Into You box, has all 7 shades and all of our Ziba limited edition box and all the tools. So if you want the Into You box, you can get all 7 shades. That's $88 minus, I think, like, it's low 70s. I'm like, I can't do math right now. But use code Sunshine for that and to get 20% off. The cleanup brush I use the most when my polish is dry. So Liv is kind of showing you right now how to use it when the polish is wet. I find that it's easier to dry, easier to use it with dry polish because like it's harder to mess up your nails because they're already dry, but you do you. And you dip it in the remover pot and you use it on wet or dry polish. Either way, you can reshape it at the end and then pop it back in its little holder. You can also do nail art with the cleanup brush. So we're just doing kind of like a simple Manny 101 today, but you can definitely do like half moons, etc. with it. And when Liv, we spill a lot of colors. So like if we have a favorite lipstick, we'll create, like for Roma Beauty recently, we created our own 2 shades that match their lipstick. Liv will use the cleanup brush sometimes to paint.
Yeah, or I can do dots, I can do flowers, I can do cheetah spots.
Totally.
We do it all, guys.
Basically, our director of content is amazing.
I just like to like MacGyver things together to make fun nail art.
Truly fantastic.
All right, we're coming up to the end of our time with you guys, so we're going to finish with the top coat. This is the super glossy top coat. Our polish is a 2-step formula, so it's color, which has the base coat already built into it, and then shiny top coat. This is another salon secret. It gives you that gel-like finish, and it is so named the super glossy top coat in honor of our founder and CEO, SGT, because she's everybody's bestie and she makes everybody shine and gives them a beautiful mani.
And on the top coat, so our polish is literally manufactured with our top coat.
Oh, did we lose our guys? Rude.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Yeah, you good.
Someone tried to call me. Don't they know that I do live at 3 o'clock every day?
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
So our polish and top coat is formulated together. You like have two colors on right now, y'all? This is KMC. This is Bold and Unshaken. So our polish is formulated with our top coat. So you want to use the top coat that's formulated with your polish, although some people are just obsessed with Olive and top coat, and so they use our top coat with other polishes, but they're literally formulated together. So they literally adhere to one another, and that's really what makes it last so long. So if you're using our polish with other top coats, we'd strongly suggest you get ours. And then after you polished, definitely reapply that top coat every 2 to 3 days so that you can extend the life of that manicure. It's so important to remember, like, you can make your manicure last longer with two things. One, a lot of cuticle serum, and two, a top coat, a thin layer of top coat every 2 to 3 days. That'll really, really, really help you keep that manicure going as long as possible.
Hello, sunshine.
Hello, sunshine.
So yeah, that's it. The glassy, like, diamond shine you get from the top coat is bananas, y'all. I have a ring light on this and it like is not even doing it justice. So
I love that. If you guys have any mani questions, pop them in the box really quickly. We'll stay on for another couple minutes. The code for 20% off is sunshine all weekend long. We're really excited for you to get your mani goodies. Happy Female Founder Friday, y'all.
SGT, happy Female Founder Friday. It's your day.
Thank you. Feels like every other day in quarantine.
Oh, we have some questions in the box. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Favorite nail color at the moment, SGT, what is it?
Well, I have Bold and Unshaken on, and it's a little warm for me. I like colder colors. We talk about warm and cold shades. JM is my favorite, like top favorite right now, although I also love CV and Bold and Unshaken, and then Grateful and Kind and Fierce and Loving. So that's a lot of answers. It's hard to pick a favorite. They're all my like little babies. I have 3 coats of Bold and Unshaken on. You don't need 3 coats, but I go so thin with my coats that I really went super thin here, and I ended up doing 3. Bold and Unshaken goes on lighter and dries darker, which is really, really interesting.
SGT, what's your best tip to have your nails grow longer and healthier?
Stop doing dishes. No, just kidding. That's just me trying to manifest that into my life. It's hard. I would say that the more you don't damage your nails, the longer they will grow. You can damage them by using them. You can damage them by putting on acrylics, gels, etc., and getting them removed improperly, but acrylics just generally can damage nails. The less you damage them, the more they will grow. And I think hydrating your cuticles is a really good step to promoting that nail growth. And you may have to use a supplement. Like sometimes it's just, I've recommended Viviscal in the past for people that really want something with clinical trials that will really help with their nail growth. For capping, like I would say that we typically, we don't do capping in Mani 101 just because it's a little bit of it's an advanced. We do master classes. So if you're interested in more nail tutorials, you can go to our Instagram TV on Olive and June, or to our website and sign up for our masterclass agenda. We also send out to all of our email list. We do intermediate, which we're going to do right after this call. Actually, we do it on Zooms. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And really advanced is capping. But just really quickly on capping, cap your second to last coat. So if you have 2 coats of polish, you cap on your first coat. If you have 3 coats of polish, you cap on your second coat, because then that third coat can kind of just like cover it and you can't tell. Liv caps like this. She basically just like edges the polish on the tip. I do more of like a swipe, but honestly, capping's pretty advanced. So if you're a beginner, I would avoid it. And if you're advanced, join our masterclass for advanced and we can help you.
Come on down, advanced peeps.
Someone just said, 2 of my nails split in the middle. I started taking biotin. Any other ideas? I did shellac for 10 years. Yeah, the hard part with gel is not gel itself. We do gel in our salons. The hard part with gel is when it's removed improperly, it can really damage your nail. So, as you're trying to like rehab your nails, the more you don't put something on and remove it improperly, the better. And usually ridges or splits or anything that's happening in your nail start with a potentially damaged or unhealthy cuticles. So start with getting some cuticle serum and really load up on it, and like give yourself a minute to grow those nails out. I know it's painful, but you can use our shears, or you can use you can use polish. It's not going to hurt it. And then you'll be able to stand letting them grow out.
Patience is so frustrating, but it's so worth it, particularly when it comes to nails, because then you're like set. Because once you start those good habits, they become permanent.
Totally. Any other questions? Any other questions in the question box? There were questions too that I think you guys submitted prior.
We went through them. We
did? No. What inspired you to start your business? Those?
In the calendar. Yeah.
Let me go quickly through those that you guys asked. So what inspired me to start my own business? I love manicures. I love nails. And I really wanted to create a space that people could expect and enjoy expert nail care, which is why we opened our nail salons in Los Angeles. And then after that, then it was like we were making people feel so good. We were watching people walk out so happy with their manicures, and there was really no at-home option. And it felt like, how do you give beautiful nails to everyone everywhere? So that's really where the product started from, because I wasn't going to just do a nail polish line just because we had a brand. I was like, that's not that interesting. There's so many nail polishes in the market. So then I really set out to create the whole studio box system so you could do your nails at home and really create a long-lasting polish that was also as clean as possible. So our polishes are 7-free, but they're also long-lasting. I really just wanted to make it super easy to get salon perfect manicures at home and have the products to do it and have it be as clean as possible. So it's exciting. We're excited to see your response. Your response has been so happy and so fantastic. So thank you. Another question. We talked about this one. What tools do you need? You need the studio box. Best way to keep tips fresh with short nails. I don't know if I understand that question, Liv. Do you?
I mean, the good news is everything we teach you is good across any nail length. So buffing well, filing so that you keep, filing in one direction, keeping your nails super hydrated. Like basically all that we teach you supports whatever nail look you want to go with.
Totally. And I would say with short nails, which is great because obviously, CDC is definitely recommending us keep our nails as short as possible right now. Because underneath your nail plate can really capture some bacteria and some germs. If you do your mani, you could do polish change every other week. So you could do your mani and 1 week with polish and then just change your polish the next week and then go back to doing a mani. So, and short nails especially, there's just less maintenance. So that's really exciting. The last question is, did you always love taking care of your nails? The answer is yes. I'm sure my dad is watching right now because he watches all of my lives. I was not allowed to do my nails growing up. My dad didn't let me. So I used to sneak and get manicures or do them myself. And I remember I went away for a week with like friends in high school, and I got my nails done in like a chocolate brown, and I was like, I'm so like, this is such an act of rebellion. So nails have always been a really big form of self-expression for me. And like every collection we come out with has a Manny mood, and it like really encapsulates what the studio box is, because we do limited edition boxes, and it just kind of like sets the mood for the shades that we launch. And so, it's because every time I put on polish, I feel a different mood. Like right now I feel bold and unshaken. So it's exciting to finally be able to do my nails and not get yelled at by my dad. At 40, I feel like I can be like, hi, these are my nails. So thanks you guys for joining. This has been so much fun. New collection. So right now we're having our summer sale, code Sunshine, 20% off surprise summer sale. And then new collection is coming August 21st, new fall collection. Very, very excited. And I think you're going to really love the shades.
And they're going to love you right back.
Thanks to all of you. Thanks. Oh yeah. Code Sunshine. All of you have the best day ever, the best weekend. Happy Female Founder Friday. Thank you, Hello Sunshine, for having us. We had such a good time. And if you need anything, slide into our DMs at Olive in June.